Hello, everyone. This is Zayami from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and the Assistant Director of the Oregon Documentary Film Festival. We are gearing up for our Spring 2023 season, which will be screening March 12th at the Clint Street Theater in Portland, Oregon. But today I'm talking to Shiela Rittenberg, Executive Producer of the film MARDA'S Gift. Hey, Shiela.
Hey, how are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So you screened just the other day at Oregon Short Film Festival, and you're coming back for a screening at the Oregon Documentary Film Festival. I want to ask you, what inspired you to make Marta's Gift?
Right. Well, for me, Marta's gift and the story of Marta Stoliar and her work is really a story of hope. This is a woman who teaches artisan European baking, one student at a time, and she does not stop at formulas or recipes. She really wants to understand the dreams and aspirations of each student that comes to her and sort of the why, why do they want to study baking?
Totally.
And she really won't stop until she helps that person find success. In doing so, she's really touched the lives of 400 people around the world who have studied with her. And many of them want to open bakeries, and she sees through that process. And as a result, she's really helped them change lanes in life, figure out how to live their dreams. That changes their families, and it also has an effect on their communities. So it's a lot of impact and influence for someone from a small town in Bend, Oregon. And
Totally.
uh, also, Marta is approaching 82, and she's still doing this work.
Wow. I mean, it is really an incredible story. And you are a longtime friend of Marta's, right?
I am. I've known Marta for about 18 years.
Wow, okay.
My husband was at the time and for many years her physician, and also her husband's physician. And we grew to know each other. And, one story after another came out about students from Honduras and Cambodia and Asia and across Europe and the United States, etc. And they're fascinating stories. Each student is there with a dream, and usually they are trying to make a flip in their lives from one line of work to baking.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah,
And well, so I'm curious, what made you finally pull the trigger on making this documentary about Marta?
well, I retired from my own work, my own career, and I finally felt I had the bandwidth and, the mental space to even think about it. So I started to have some conversations with friends of mine with whom I had worked at Oregon Public Broadcasting many moons ago, but we still had contact, and found just a fabulous little team. And we started to put together the concept and the storyline and treatment and so on. So
Nice. Well, it's a beautiful documentary, such a great story. I want to know what was it like making the film? What were there any challenges, any obstacles, any things you learned through the process?
yes, well, yes, lots learned, lots of obstacles. A big one was COVID.
Mm,
Um, I think, to sort of put it in a capsule, I think the biggest obstacle was fundraising.
mm,
As far as making the film, the actual production, as I say, there is a fabulous team, and they're very professional. They know what they're doing. There's always a lot of logistics and detail, and we don't have a big team. So a lot of that fell to me and to others, but it's laborious, I mean,
totally.
you're in the industry, so you understand. The fundraising, I think my biggest lesson was that not everyone is going to care with the same passion about this project and the
Mm,
message as I do. So I was very enthusiastic and very passionate, and still am. But at the outset, when I started fundraising, I just thought, well, everybody's going to jump on this because it's
Right.
such a such a sweet and hopeful story, and it needs to be out there. But that doesn't always happen. People are very particular about where they allocate their resources. COVID hit in the middle of it, and we actually stopped all fundraising for a long
Mm,
time because we didn't feel we wouldn't have gotten anywhere, and we also didn't feel it was appropriate to fundraise during COVID.
that makes sense. Well, you pushed through quite a bit of hurdles, and you did make a very compelling document that I think if anyone who naysayed at one point could see, they would realize that they missed out on one heck of an opportunity.
Oh, thank you.
Um, so you are retired from media now. You've made this. Do you have plans for any other films in the works? Any other documentaries?
Well, no, not at the moment, although perhaps at one showing or another, there may be a distributor or some individual with a bigger idea. When I initiated this whole project, I had a different vision for it. I saw a longer film,
Hmm.
perhaps, and for PBS purposes, perhaps even a series. And the obstacle of fundraising really had us look at a different approach, and we came up with this 16-minute documentary short, which is, I think, very impactful. It's shorter, which means it's less expensive, but it's harder to make.
Right.
It's harder to make well.
Right.
Let's put it that way. So no, I don't. This was a passion project for me, and I don't have any other films in the works. But as we go through distribution and showing at festivals and on TV and so on, there may be other opportunities that present themselves, and we would be open to it.
Well, excellent. So you're starting out on the festival run, and you're going to keep riding that wave.
Right.
Uh, that's really exciting. I mean, it is great to see your work on the big screen, see it amongst other people who can get inspired and get motivated from that stuff. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about Marta's Gift?
I don't think so. I mean, I guess one other dimension of it that's talked about when people do see the film is that we are all women on the
Mm,
team. And Marta, as I mentioned, is just about 82, and I am a woman of a certain age. So it's interesting that we are finding ways to do work that we're passionate about and still make a difference in the world, we hope. And I feel good about that. And hopefully that's some sort of model to other women who are aging or moving into a different chapter of their lives that, don't be afraid of it. It's all possible.
totally. Well, I love that encouraging sentiment. I'm looking forward to screening this again. We just screened it, and I'm looking forward to screening it again on March 12th at the Clinton Street Theater. Thank you so much, Sheila, for talking with me today.
All right. And actually, we deferred to
Oh, is
June.
that right? Oh, okay.
So we're playing on June 19th.
Got it. Okay. Putting some
Yeah.
space in between. And do you think you'll be attending?
Yes, I definitely will. And we may have Marta and some of the people from Wyoming as well.
Oh, that would be so fantastic. Wow. Well, I'm very much looking forward to that, and I'll see you in June.
Good. Thank you so much. And thanks for all your efforts to put on these events. They're very important.
Thank you. Well, I'll see you next time.
All right. Take care.